Okay, it's another one of them videos where people walk around hotels and show you what the hell's going on. This time I'm stopping, well, me and my wife are stopping at the KN Hotels Columbus in Playa de las Americas, Tenerife. I'm going to take you through the front door and I'll show you around the place. Later on I'll give you the pros and cons about staying here. There's more pros than cons, but there are cons, and you might want to wait for them just to see if this is the hotel that will be suitable for you to stay in. Let's go in. Okay, there's two entrances. Well, there's one entrance, but there's two ways to get to it. You'll get dropped off from the bus in this little section here, and you'll be greeted with the stairs. If you've seen any of the other videos, which I've no doubt that if you're researching this you'll have seen, there is a disabled entrance which is ramped, so I'll take you up there. Stepping heavy this morning. And that takes you to the front. Another quick thing while these are here, these are fantastic. We rented one of these out, put a video on of my wife driving one. €40 for the day. You have to also give €100 deposit, but it gets you about the area really well. I highly recommend renting one out for at least a day and having a look at the surrounding area, Los Cristianos, etc. So you're walking along, everything's wet at the moment because they're cleaning. And that brings you to the main entrance. As you come into the main entrance, to your left you've got the main reception desk. Straight ahead you've got through to the pools, I'll take you there in a minute. And to the right you've got the entrance to the restaurant. I'm not going to take you into the restaurant. Like I said, there's videos been done about the food, etc. If you do have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll see if I can help out. But that's the restaurant down there. It's quite basic, but it's got everything that you need. There's not a huge selection, but what there is generally very good stuff. I might take you around the restaurant later when I'm going for my breakfast, I'm not too sure. You've got a massage chair. Yeah, I haven't used this yet. But, I don't know if you can see that. It starts off €2 for 4 minutes. It's a bit of a quirky little thing to have. Shisha sports bar, never seen that open, so probably isn't open at the moment. Oh, didn't notice that before. So if you want to weigh your luggage, there's a little machine there. Punishment, what? I have no idea how much that is, but it's there if you want it. Come through the exit where the Shisha Sports Bar is. You've got a little courtyard area here. Pool table, which I've not had one game of pool this time, it's ridiculous. You've got hairdressers there. Again, I haven't seen that open, but I think it is during the day. You've got a little laundrette there, so if you want to give your clothes a wash and a freshen up while you're here, you can do. And then that leads you to the back entrance of the pools. Sun terraces are up there. Like I say, I'll take you around them. Right, so we're in the main reception now. As you walk through, you've got the hall bar there, and at the end, that's where the entertainment is. We haven't actually seen any of the entertainment, but I'm sure it's good. So you come out onto the main pool. It's cloudy today, so it's not as busy at this moment in time. I'm sure that the sun will break through later, and you can see how busy it is. You've got the corner over there, which is it's not in the all-inclusive. Quite a lot isn't, but I'll get to that later. The corner that does food and drink. We've got games room there and kids club. You've got the pub, which you can get your cocktails from. Again, none of that in there is all-inclusive. You've got your spa down there. I'll try to take you for a closer look later. This building is, I believe, where all the all-inclusive people stay. I'll show you our room later. And if you walk through, dodge the plant. Love that. Oh, love that sign. Some books there if you get bored, I suppose. You come onto the back terrace. Now this is definitely quieter than the rest of the hotel, and this is why we've been up here. So if you walk up, I'm keeping my voice down because it's still early. Our room's up there. It's looking onto the residents' balconies. So, awesome. Right, there's kids in the pool, so I'm not going to film in the pool. I might just show you exactly where it is. But there's a little pool at the back. Again, if you've seen any videos, you'll know what this is. I guess it's a quiet pool, I'm not too sure. It doesn't say it's a quiet pool, it's just there's disabled access to it, which is fantastic. But it just seems to be quieter than the rest. And that's there. It's a really good place to stop if you want to be out of the way from all the chaos. So from the quiet pool area, you've got a little pool table there. There's about 7 or 8 pool tables scattered around. But if you are interested in playing pool, bring some chalk, because it doesn't exist. Like I say, there's the entrance to the kids club. It's obviously not open at the moment. This is a nice little area. So you've got like a tiny fish there, and then you've got a long sort of pond in between, in the cavity of the building, with some koi carp and running water at the end. Our room is up there, and I'll film what it looks like from that landing area. The only thing that you might say is that you can hear the water ever so slightly from your room, but again, it's no biggie. It's just quite cool. Right, so this is the corner, what I was saying before. So everything in there you've got to pay for, and none of it is on all-inclusive. So we'll walk down here, and we've got the games room. I'll pop into the games room, just to show you. Pool table, still no chalk. I'll be honest, I think this is the first time I've been in here properly. I suppose if it's a bit of a rainy day or something like that, it's good for kids or the adults, whatever. Next door, like I said, we've got the kids club, and then the last thing to show you here is the entrance into. Oh no, it's not. We've got the pub. Again, you can get cocktails. Cocktails are better in the pub, but once again, none of it is in the all-inclusive. But you do get a 25% discount if you're wearing an all-inclusive band. And then you've got the spa over there, and that's pretty much it. Normally we're in some sort of resort, so it takes a bit of a longer time to film. But as this is a relatively small hotel, relatively. Oh, we've got the sun terrace up there. We didn't go. We've got a sun terrace up there, and a sun terrace over there. So, and then we're on our way out. So we're going to go to a few places where we've gone to while we've been here. Okay, so it's about 3 minutes to 8 in the morning, and I wanted to show this. This is what happens every morning. We've got people standing by the beds waiting for them to be unlocked. They put plastic chains on to make sure that people can't come down at like 6 o'clock in the morning and nick the beds. So you have people waiting for the locks to be taken off so they can grab the beds and put them to where they want to be around the pool, put the towels on, and then go for breakfast. And this happens every day. But the cleaners are cleaning the floor, so the locks will not be taken off until the cleaners have finished what they're doing. I find this, I don't know, it's fascinating that they're so desperate to get a bed. But, you know, you do what you have to do. So the guy has come and unlocked the beds because they've all got chains on like I previously said. Everyone's waiting. As soon as the chains are off, they all grab the beds, they all put them into the place that they want, put the towels on, and then go for breakfast. And this happens every morning. So this is a new twist on just coming down at 6 o'clock and putting a towel on your bed. Although there is a sign there that's saying that you can't reserve beds. It's not enforced, as you can see. This is absolute madness. I understand why people do it, because they want to get a bed by the pool, but I think once one person does this, everyone does it. It's crazy. I'll show you where we're going to be for the day. So back at the main entrance again. Underneath the main entrance you've got a tattoo studio. It seems a bit pricey in comparison to the others that are in the resorts. But you've got an excursion place just next to it. I don't know if I can see it or not. So I'm not walking down there. They tell me I do, they try to tell me something. Just under there. And that's where we got our excursion on the Maxi Cat, which is a catamaran that you go watching for whales and dolphins. You have some lunch on there as well, which is cool. They pick you up from the hotel and then drop you off at the hotel, and they also give you an opportunity. They sail into a bay and you can jump into the sea and have a swim around for 10-15 minutes. It's actually really cool. We paid €40 per person. Yeah, there you go, that's a better view of it. So that's the excursion place. It's worth trying to haggle as well, because I think they will sort of knock a few euros off. If you walk straight down and keep in a straight line, you'll end up at the beach. If you walk to this junction down here, turn left and keep walking, you'll end up at the beach. It blew my mind that for the first couple of times, but because the beach sort of curves round, it doesn't really matter which direction you go in, you usually end up on the beach. Unless you go up the hill, then you'll end up at the hospital, and no one wants that. These pedestrian crossings, it's literally take your life in your own hands. Some people stop, some people don't. You've got the green buses, which I'm reliably informed that it costs about €2 to go pretty much anywhere. It even take you down back to the airport if you wanted. Yeah, well worth it. There's one of them scooters. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, tourist train station. It's just down at the bottom. I'll show you where the stop is. And it takes you around. It's about 50 minutes of a trip. €9 per person, €5 per child. Gives you a look round the area. So this is the tourist train. Like I say, it takes about 50 minutes to go around the circuit, which is cool. Columbus is just at the top of that hill there, so you're literally 2 minutes away. It's worth doing. Like I say, €9 each, and you get to just see the local area. It's one of them areas that it seems like it's quite vast to begin with, but once you walk around it a couple of times, you realise there's little shortcuts everywhere. The other thing, we've got these scooters everywhere. You have to download the app, then scan which scooter you want. It'll tell you how long the battery life is on it, and then you pay per minute, I think, or you can rent them out for the day. Not entirely sure, we haven't done these as yet. And since today's our last full day, we probably won't, but we'll see. If I can get on one later, I will do. You've got Java Touristic Services over there. That's where we rented our little mobility machine. The silver one's there at the moment. If you can get the black one, honestly, you won't regret it. It's like a little go-kart. It's fantastic. Goes about 23 kilometers an hour, so you can work that out in miles per hour. But it's bloody fast, and the battery lasted for ages. We started off with a red one, but we killed that. We killed the battery, and we went back there and they just swapped it over for another one, which was really good. If you walk down this way, you've got Wakanda, which is just a bar, cocktail bar, I think, drinks and that. We haven't actually been in there as yet, but we might do. But the place that we did go to yesterday was Mrs. Miyagi's, which is it's a chain, I think, of a Chinese restaurant, and they do a dim sum stacker. It's like 6 bamboo steaming, what do they call them? Steaming baskets, I guess. With
stack, right?
Yeah, it was a stack. It was €17.95 each. Again, it's quite early in the morning, so it's shut at the moment. But yeah, I'd recommend that. It was alright. So this is our room. We're in 366. You tap that on there, pull, push, and we're in. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this, because I'm a sparky. Okay, let's not do an EICR on that. So, bathroom, as you'd expect, relatively clean. It's alright. It does exactly what it says on the tin. We've got the room, looks quite modern. I'll show you what surprised me in a second. Hello. A couple of dirty stains here and there, but again, I'll explain that soon as well. This is the thing that surprised me. Everything's metal. Board. Metal. And we came in, it was just after sunset when we arrived. We put the lights on. I thought I'd just have a little mood lighting. Wow! They're really bright. You've got 2 of them. 2 up there. Again, metal. I mean, it's a 3-star. The bed's a memory foam. It's basic, but it's alright. You get a fridge in your room, but it is empty. Obviously, at the moment, we've got some water in there. They don't top up with any drinks or anything like that. Again, this is what separates it from a 3, 4, or 5-star, I think. Air conditioning, that works, and it's really good. But you have to have the balcony door closed. This is where I keep all my essentials. And my wife. Our view isn't spectacular, but again, it's somewhere to sit. It's what it is. Like I say, it's a 3-star. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. The one thing I will say is that the room is nowhere near soundproofed, but I'll come back to that in a bit. When I get to my pros and cons, which is going to be at the end of the video, I'll cover that. Morning. Most of this is self-explanatory. Garlic mushrooms for breakfast. Good luck with that. I keep seeing the HPs. Okay. I keep seeing HP sauce, but I don't know where it comes from. Oh, right there, where the HP sauce is. Okay. And some pastries. A packet of biscuits. Oh, that's alright though. And so I'm not going to do lunch and dinner. Right, pros and cons. My missus is just off camera, so she's going to help me remember everything that I forget, which is probably going to be quite a lot. So from entry, the place is nice enough. It's basic, no frills. That's the way that I'd describe it. But it has been pleasant. The staff, I can't fault them. They've always been helpful, always been nice. So the cleans have come in every single day. I won't say it's an in-depth clean, but they straighten your room up, they make your bed, they give you fresh towels, they empty your bins. Again, what more do you want? If you want them to clean it, there's a little, on your back of your do not disturb sign, there's please clean this room. So we've never tried it. I'm assuming they'll come and give everything a wipe. I know. The all-inclusive, again, like a lot of places these days, it's not all inclusive. There's quite a lot that's not included. Again, cocktails. Just give us one or two. You know, I'm not a pisshead, but it'd be nice to have, you know, the occasional cocktail. Although, like I previously mentioned, if you've got one of these bands, which is your all-inclusive band, you get 25% off the price that's advertised. I think the cocktails are down for €8. You get them for £6. Things like that. So, and the cocktails are okay. Again, quite nice. I'll put the QR code on for the app that you can do with before you come. It gets you onto the Wi-Fi, gives you a Wi-Fi password. It tells you what's included in your all-inclusive and what's not. I'll put a couple of pictures on the screen, hopefully now. There we go, I'm doing a dramatic pause. So anyone who wants to sort of just pause the screen and have a look what's included. What else? Oh yeah, they have an eco-friendly policy. And I thought it were a bit bizarre to begin with. When you're getting a drink, even if it's on the all-inclusive, so like your local spirits and mixes and things like that, you've got to give over €1 per glass. And when you return the glasses, you get your €1 back. Now, to begin with, I thought it's a bit odd. But if you look around the pool area, there's not discarded glasses everywhere. So it's actually quite genius. And there's no hardship of taking your glasses back. You can go to the front of the queue, put your glasses on, I say glasses, they're plastic cups, put your cups onto the bar and they'll just hand you €2 back or €1 depending on how many cups you've got. So again, unusual but effective. You saw what happened this morning with the sunbeds. At this moment in time I've just been down because it's a bit overcast, a bit cloudy today. It's going to be becoming brighter as the afternoon goes on. There's loads of sunbeds there. But when it's a sunny day, they go really quickly. Now you're not supposed to reserve sunbeds, but everyone does. And it's not sort of enforced. They don't go around telling you not to. So, anything else? Anything else I'm missing out? The food, again, basic. We've enjoyed it, but it was a bit samey. So we went out for a couple of meals. I think we're going out for a meal by the beach tonight or this afternoon after we get our holiday tattoos. Yeah, we're getting holiday tattoos. I'm old as balls, but why not? I've never done it before. Let's do it. Go on.
Pool bar, you can get toasties and chips.
Oh yeah, you can. The meal times is 8 o'clock till 10 for breakfast, and that's in the restaurant downstairs that I showed you. You can't bring food out, as far as I can tell, but between 10 and 12 you can go to the bar and you can get toasties and other things. Then your dinner time is from 1 till 3 in the main restaurant. I think I'm right with that. And then from 3 until 4 you can get toasties from the main bar again. I say the main bar, it's the only bar that you can go to for the all-inclusive stuff. And then your evening meal is, what is it, 6:30 till 9. So if you come, we arrived at 8:30 on a Monday night, last Monday night. We had half an hour to go and get something to eat. Again, it's okay. It's basic stuff, but it's okay. If you don't fancy it, or if you're coming self catering, then as soon as you leave the hotel, you turn left, you turn right, whichever way you want to go. You're falling over restaurants. A lot of them have deals, like I've seen a couple of them with 3 courses for $12.95 or $14.95, and they seem alright. Cocktails, out and about, like I say, you can get them free from here for about €6. We've seen in the bars out and about from €4.95 all the way up to over €10 per cocktail. They've all been quite nice, I think. So again, it's okay. It's what you expect. We've had a look at, well, I've had a look on EasyJet, who we're flying with this time, to see about coming back to Tenerife and around here next year. And for self-catering, we're getting prices back of £1,500 for a week for 2 of us. And if you wanted all-inclusive, you're looking more towards the £2,000. Now, this hotel, if it was coming up as £2,000 for a week for 2 of us, I wouldn't book it. I don't think it's a £2,000 hotel. We paid £1,200 all-inclusive, and I think that's about its money for what you get and what facilities there are that are available to you free of charge. I think that's about its money. I sort of regret going all-inclusive because we had the option of doing self-catering for, I think it was about £650, something like that. So we would have had £550 to get your meals out and about, which would have been more than adequate. If you come in, you've got Veronica's just round the corner. We haven't been to Veronica's. It's a scary place for old people. But if you're into that sort of lifestyle, go for your life. I'd say in this hotel, it's about, what would you say, 70-30 split with younger people and more of the elderly folk. We fall right in the middle, I think. We're not the elderly folk yet, even though my chin would disagree. There's a lot of noise. The halls echo like mad, and no one has a quiet conversation when they're coming back from the clubs. I used to come back, I always thought I was being very respectful and talking quietly. I bet I was the same. There's been no trouble, as far as I've seen. No arguing, no anything like that. But you get woken up a few times in the night, or we've got woken up a few times in the night with people coming home. Again, it's just young people bloody enjoying themselves, enjoying themselves coming back from clubs. I don't give a toss about it, if I'm being honest, but be prepared. They've got the kids club, as I've mentioned, but I'd say there's a handful of kids. I've seen, 20-30 tops since we've been here?
That's more than I've seen.
Okay. Obviously, that makes me sound really...
It does a bit.
It's definitely 20-30. And I'm saying from like early teens down to little ones.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
There you go, you
Yeah.
see. Don't sound as bad.
No, there's definitely not many kids.
I'd say it's more the late teens, early 20s bracket that tend to be the most in the hotel. You do have some people who are of the golden years, let's say. and they seem to enjoy it here. It's okay. If you can get it cheap enough, book it. If you're looking about $2,000, look somewhere else. That's my opinion. That's what I'd be doing. De Las Americas, Playa de Las Americas, however it's pronounced. As a place, we got warned, oh, watch out for pickpockets and that. And I think there is that element here, but we haven't seen any of it, so they must be very good. The nightlife seems to be good for all ages. I said we saw Freddie Mercury singing and dancing on the roof yesterday. That's fantastic. It's definitely worth coming. I'd come back, but like I said, I think it's got the top end price for me. I'd say £1,500–1,600 the most, and that wouldn't be at this hotel. That'll be at whatever hotels there are. Other than that, we'll be looking at other places in Tenerife. Tenerife as a whole, what we've seen of it, has been really good, and we definitely would come back. We've done the catamaran whale watching, we've had the mobility scooter, we've gone on the little train that goes around. Anything else?
Countless walks.
Countless walks, yeah. I'd love to have had my bloody step meter or whatever, the bloody pedometer on me. Honestly, I've put some miles in these legs this past week. Oh yeah, caricatures. We've had a caricature done. That's quite cool. I don't know if I'll pop that up. Apparently I look like Matthew Kelly. Yeah. But that was €30 because there was two of us on it and it was colour. If we decided one of us was having it done in black and white, it was €10. So €10 for a black and white per person, €15 per person if it's colour. Well, that's going to point something else out.
That's the one we went to, the where others were charging more. So.
Yeah, on the Golden Mile, which is where Hard Rock Cafe is.
Bless me. Sorry.
I'll try to edit that out. I'll have it so you're fighting instead.
I sneezed.
Oh, bottom sneezed. On the Golden Mile, they charge €15 for the black and white per person, and €20 for the colour per person.
Yeah, and I recommend getting a carry case, a box.
Yeah, they say, but you've got the little tube that you can put it in. I think it's €5 we've paid for one. I'd recommend it, otherwise it's just going to get messed up. You're looking, if you want to do anything between 20 and €50 seems to be the going rate. Like I said, the catamaran we paid €80, so 40 each for that. They've got axe throwing around the corner. I was umming and ahhing whether to go for that, but that starts off at up from €9 per person. That's for half an hour if there's 6 of you, and then blah blah blah. I'll try to put the QR code in for that if you want to have a look at that. But other than that, yeah, we'd come back if the price was right, but we'd definitely come back to Tenerife. There's a lot of people can't turn their nose up at it. It's a bit chavvy. It's been brilliant. It's been nice. We've walked around, we've seen sunsets, we've seen a lot of nice people, we've seen a lot of one or two idiots, especially on the catamaran. I won't go into that. What an absolute spanner he were. If you're watching it, you're a spanner. We've seen whales, we've seen dolphins, we've had paella, had sangria at sea, we've jumped into the ocean, we've had a swim round. Fantastic. So if you're coming, I'd say engage with as much as you can, get onto a few trips, have a couple of pool days, and you won't go far wrong. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. We're going back to Turkey next time. I don't know, that's not until next year though. If we can squeeze in an extra...
We've got Butlins.
Oh, we've got Butlins, yeah. Oh God. We've got a 90s weekend at Butlins in, is it Skeg?
Yeah.
Skegness. That's a 3 days. Honestly, it'll destroy me. But yeah, 90s weekender at Butlins. That should be interesting. I might do a little bit. I can only imagine what the rooms are like, but we'll see. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I love you and leave you. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Feels really corny saying crap like that, but do it. Look, at the moment, the other videos are all based on Manjaro. As you can see by the turtleneck coming, it's working so far. We've probably hijacked it a little bit this week, but yeah, I've got shed ton of bloody Manjaro videos coming out as well, seeing how much weight I'm losing. I haven't had it this week, but that's another story. Never mind. I'm going to go now. Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Just in addition to everything else that we've done, we've just had this is our last morning here. We've just had a full English breakfast, like the tourists that we are. We've got La Boca. I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. That's just down the road from Columbus. Cracking breakfast. And it was, let me just see, for a standard size it was €3.95. I'd give it a try. Best breakfast we've had so far here.